Okay, we're live. I want to thank everybody for joining us this afternoon. Everybody in YouTube world, coming to you all. I had a great class this weekend. We had two young individuals to show up. We saw us went live on Sunday. Very good class. Very good class. Like I say, is a testament of how well everybody's doing. The classes, people are getting started before they come, and then on the days when they're supposed to come, everybody's calling me and say, "Hey, I'm good. I'm running my own business now. Everything's going fine. I don't need to come to the hands-on live event. I'll talk to you all later. I'll celebrate with you all at the next convention." So that's going very well. With that, even the two young guys that came this past weekend, neither of them needed to show up. Like I said, one guy, you listen to a story, he already had hired his whole family, and they running a serious business, and the whole time he's running business while he's here. And the other guy, he's already up and going, and his business is doing well. And he's just now going to actually streamline it a little bit and work on a little bit with his with the pricing a little bit that he had, and he's good. So neither one of them really needed to come, and both of them came for the same thing. They came for the networking and just came to they had general questions they wanted to have answered. But their business is already up and running. They're making money, and like when they get here, I always ask them, "Have you made your money back yet?" I don't want to know. I don't want to see if I don't want to be in nobody's pocket. And both of them had made their money back time. So, matter of fact, one gentleman had showed me he had just got a mailbox check for $500 that day. So he said, "Yeah, he paid. I think he paid like 500 or something." So he had made his money back. So we were good. So we're good now. Today I actually I ran out. As you see, I got on my uniform. I went out and done one service call, and I got to spend some time with my parents. I went by my parents' house and done some things for my father, which is always good, and I love being able to do that with my business. I can schedule to go out and help people and do stuff during the middle of the day that normally if I was running a 9 to 5 I wouldn't be able to do. So I went out there to my parents' house and I was able to do some. They needed me to do some carpentry work for them, so I done that and I rushed back here and I'm here now to actually do the show. And like I said, I want to thank everybody. If you hadn't already, in the link we have a description, a link to where you can order popcorn. Order the popcorn, we'll ship it directly to your house. And like I say, the popcorn that you all order allows us to actually create more jobs. I give jobs to high school kids. So I really appreciate that. If you all order it, we'll have it shipped out to you. And we're gonna go ahead and get started on this thing today. Today it's gonna be a little quick today because like I say, we just got through with the hands-on live event, and I'm now getting to the point where I'm actually starting to the next month or two, I'm gonna be actually doing some renovating of the buildings and stuff. So I got my next building. I'm renovating. I got an idea of what business I might put in there. It's nothing final. I open it up for people to come and give me a business idea, and I would help them put it in. Nobody has came forward, so we're gonna keep moving on renovating it. And if nobody comes forward, I have an idea of what business I'll put in there. I have a couple of them, so as I get closer to it and do a little bit more research, I'll let you all know what the next business would be. They'll go in there. But anywho, we still moving on, and today I'm gonna be talking about why you need to mind your own business. When I say mind your own business, you need to be starting your own business. You can go out here and work for somebody. If you want to go out and do like an apprenticeship, as they used to call it, or train under somebody, study under some master. But at some time, at some age, you need at some point, you got to get out and start building for yourself. You cannot afford to spend 20, 30 years working and building somebody else's empire or building another man's business, and you don't build one for yourself. Because at any point in time, that man can actually tell you that you're no longer needed, and they can fire you, and all the work and everything you've done to build his empire, he keeps that, and you get nothing. You're gone, and you got to start building from scratch when you should have been spending your time in your earlier years building your own business instead of building that person's business up. And what we're talking about Chris Hogan. Chris Hogan and Dave Ramsey. If anybody does anything with finances, they know Dave Ramsey and they know Chris Hogan. Chris Hogan is the brother that actually been working with very close to Dave Ramsey for a long time, for over 20 years. He's been working with Dave Ramsey, helping Dave Ramsey build his brand. I'll put the link in, and if somebody like to call in, it's in the chat box. But he's worked over 20 years with Dave Ramsey, building the Dave Ramsey brand. And Dave Ramsey now is world renowned, and everybody knows Dave. Well, he was in the process of building Chris. He's building a couple of different home celebrities. He's building Chris. He started building Chris, and he built Chris for the last 20, 30 years. And then his daughter Rachel, she started to come on. She's starting to do more, and so he was going to have those two different personalities. Well, unfortunately, Chris got fired about a week or two ago, and all those years of building up that brand now is gone. He got to start building his stuff from scratch, and I'm going to show you this. If you go to the actual Chris Hogan, ChrisHogan360.com, where you normally could go look at his content, and this is what you see now. You see that it's no longer there. What it says, the Chris Hogan Show is no longer releasing new episodes. For other great content, please check out Dave Ramsey. But they still got him up, but they let him go. And all these years of building that up is gone. And him and Dave are about the same age. So now he helped Dave build that. Look at this, all this he's done, and all the books he's written up under Dave Ramsey's stuff, Dave Ramsey umbrella. He don't have any control over it now. He doesn't even own his own show. This show right here, he doesn't even own it. But they can he done built 20 years building this show up, and even though he got his pictures and stuff in it, he doesn't even own it anymore. What they're gonna do? They're gonna get another personality and drop him into where Chris was at, and they're gonna keep it moving. And Chris now got to go back and try to put his life back together. And I feel sorry for the brother. He just went through a bad divorce, so I don't know if he got wiped out with his wife going through a bad divorce, and now he just lost his job that he built for the last 20, 30 years on building that platform under somebody else's platform, and it got snatched from under him. And now he got to go back and put all the pieces together and start building from scratch. When he should have done that in his earlier years, he should have been out there building his own thing. Yes, he could have worked with Dave. They could have done joint venture stuff. They could have done something joint venture where he tell Dave, yeah, I'll help you with yours, but at the same time, I'm gonna be building it simultaneously mine. And I wouldn't have done it up under nothing like no ChrisHogan360.com / Dave Ramsey Show or whatever, and Dave own all the content and stuff like that. We've done something like a joint venture where I own mine, and he got a percentage as long as we were together. And then once it's split, he doesn't get anything. You never do nothing like that. You never do anything like that. And now all that stuff he's done is gone. It's gone. And he got to start over from scratch. And right now, people don't even know how to even reach out to him or anything. And he's trying to put all the pieces together. And he should have done that in early on years. He should have done the hard work and took the bruises of learning how to put his own business together in his youth. And now he might not have been as big as Dave Ramsey. He might have been bigger if he had done it himself, but because he didn't, and he depended upon Dave. Now look at him. He's now in his 50s or 60 years old, and totally out. He's totally out. And that happens so much to everybody. That happens when you're in corporate America. Same thing happens when you get to corporate America. You spend all all your life working for a company, you get 55, 60, you get close to retirement. What happens? You get laid off and you're done. You're done. And so this right here is just why you need to build your own business and start minding your own business. You got to get out here and start building your business as quick as possible. Like I say, the people who's coming through Appliance Bootcamp now, talking to them, how they're able to put their own business together and starting to hire their families. I didn't realize how many family ran businesses we had until we started talking this weekend. And I started naming off the people who the husband and the wives and the kids and stuff are working together. And I said, we got a bunch of family owned businesses now. And seeing that, it's kind of it's mind-boggling. We're seeing all these family-owned businesses and stuff coming up out of this small little place called Appliance Bootcamp, and for him to actually sit there beside a master businessman like Dave and stuff and be content when he's putting out just as much content and as Dave is putting out, if not more, because Dave is starting to move back a little bit and letting them do more. He's writing more books and all of that. And now look at him. He's out here on the streets. So we're gonna read a little bit of the notes, stuff going on in the chat. And like I said, this one right gonna be kind of a short one because, like I said, I had a long weekend. I had a long day today. I literally just walked in the door as I was coming in and turned the mic on because I've been busy all day. We got Veracity Cash. Hey, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a while, Veracity Cash. I say greeting Mike and ABC family. Shimano 05 Line. Salute Grandmaster Mike and ABC family. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Saloon fam. Hey, how you doing, G Brown? Dale Scott, what up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Paul Brown. Hey, how you doing, Paul? What's up, Mike and ABC? All right. Donnie Madden. Hey, how you doing? What's up, fam? Erwin. What's up, Mike and ABC family? There you go, Tack Appliance Services. Hey, how you doing? What's up, Mike and ABC fam? All right, SQ Services LLC, ABC Family Masterman. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Greg V? Okay, oh, fix it. Mike, I had to fire a previous accountant because they didn't know how to do business bookkeeping, and the new accountant didn't like the file banking system. Wow. Nobody liked the file banking account system because that's more work for them to have to keep up with. Nobody's going to want to do that. But they want you to do it all in one bank account because it's easier for them. But the one bank account doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. I have to separate it for me, and I know it's more work, but she's gonna be happy that you have the money to pay her or him when they're done, when they do your taxes. You don't have to get them no payment plan like I used to do back in the days. In the back of the day, before I started doing the file banking account. When my accountant finished my taxes, I had to go on a payment plan to the accountant and also to the government because I didn't have any cash to pay. Now I got the cash to pay as soon as they finish my taxes. Hey, how you doing, Frank Evans? All right. Yeah, there we go. That's the actual the link if you would like to come on live. Yeah, there you go. 89 Dr. Funk. Yeah, they don't like it because it's not normal for accountants to see that. My bank gave me the third degree why I need a file bank account. Yeah, nobody likes it, but it works. It works. Nobody likes a file banking account system, but it works. For me, it works wonders. I don't think I know I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do if I didn't have a file banking account system. I would get myself in trouble. Like right now, like I said, I'm in the process of doing the other building right now. And I spent out doing the roof. So with the roof, I'm white. I'm white. I think I looked into my building account. I had $497 in the building account. I got another 500 there go in there tomorrow, so I have like a 900 or something tomorrow. But it's white now. So all I got the money to pay the guy to actually to start cleaning it out. So all we're doing now is just removing trash. Trash costs me about $60 to remove trash. So I gotta wait until next month until the rent money comes back in. So once I start getting rent money back from my rentals, when that rent money come back, I have cash again, and I can then start back stacking it up, and I'll stack it up until I get to a point where I can actually go in and do the actual HVAC and plumbing. So that's what I do. And up until then, I can't do anything. But if I wasn't doing the 5 banking accounts and I was operating everything off of one account, I'll just look and see. Oh man, you got this amount of money cash. Just go ahead and keep it doing it. And they say no, I'll be hurt. That'll be my tax money. I wouldn't have no money to for no profit and for my family to celebrate and anything. I wouldn't have no money to pay myself if things dropped off because I've been pulling money from all these other categories that I need later on. But because I've got it split off and that 50% operating inside of a SNEED RIH, it's dead. I can't do anything. But I know where the money went. I know the money went towards the roof, so I ain't worried about it. I just gotta wait for the bill back up. But that's what it do. It teaches you patience too. That 5 banking accounts. If it ain't there, it ain't there. I can't go pull it out. I can't go pull it out my owner's pay to go fix the roof. I do that, then something happens if the business slows down, or if something happens, I get in some type of bad car accident, or I get sick, and I can't work for a month or two. If I done took all my money out my owner's pay, then I'm stuck. I can't pay. I can't pay my salary or pay the bills at my house. So that's why I have to do that, and I gotta separate it. I know people can say, well, you can separate it on paper. Yeah, but I might SNEED ain't that smart. I ain't got the willpower. I gotta separate it in totally different accounts. All right, so much joy. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Mike and ABC fam. Lawrence Jones. Hey, Mike and ABC fam. All right. Jamal Spears. What's going on, Mr. SNEED? I did some work, electrician today. He couldn't figure out why his gas top wasn't lighting. It was just dirty, easy money. There you go. Good job, man. Appreciate it. I know you like that. Yep. Got you a lick. That's good stuff. All right. What's going on, Lawrence Jones? Good to see you. Oh, fix it. Oh, okay. There you go. Mike, I received a PPP loan, and it was a lifeline for my business due to COVID. Please inform ABC alumni to apply before the end of this month in March before they close it up to the business. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, if you know how to apply, if you got a link to it, just share the link. Or if you would like to come on to the show and tell us how to do it, I would love for them to hear that too. Hey, what's up, ABC? ABC Ken, peace to the fam. What's up, Coach SNEED? Lemon 77 Abel. Why did he get fired? He got fired. Unfortunately, he went through a divorce, and Dave Ramsey. He has a Christian business. He does everything based upon biblical teachings. And it came out. I think his wife came out and said that he was having an affair. And Dave's stance is if your wife can't trust you to keep your thing in your pants, then he can't trust you to work for him. So if he found out that you're having an affair or anything, you can't work for his company. So it came out that I guess he was having an affair on his wife, and they got divorced. So with that being said, Dave fired him. And Slick and I was talking about that on my way in, right before I walked in the door. It's Dave's business. He do what he want to do. So that's another thing. When you work for somebody, it's their business. They make the rules. So same thing. If you whatchamacallit, if it's your business, you can make the rules. If it's your business and that's your thing, you like to go out and have your little side girlfriend or boyfriend. It's your business. You definitely could do it. You definitely can do it. You can and you could write it off. You could actually make them. You could put them on payroll and say that they're your secretary or whatever. I've known people who've done that, who wrote it off, and go. If you need to get a massage because you stressed out and you paying them $150 a week they give you massage and therapy. You can you can do that and write it off. And so yeah, but if it's your business, you can do what you want. So that was Dave's business. Dave said he could have no affairs, so out he went. DCNF, appliance repair. What's going on? What's going on, DCNF? All right. Okay. Dr. Funk gave you that. Okay, there you go. Dr. Funk gave him the heads up on that. Okay. All right. What's going on, BK from the Rockies? All right. DLV Mark. No one ever showed me how to get wealthy. It took Mike. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Like I say, this weekend, this weekend we were talking. I don't know if you can see it on the board, but the two guys they were wondering how I actually structure my real estate and stuff like that. And I drew it out kind of like on the board how I do it. And uh, and this weekend was the first time I really sat down and really looked at it. And it was inspiring what we have done and what we've been able to accomplish. And it's yeah, it is very inspiring. And like I say, it's not something that I'm smart or and I found out some magic formula. It was just the fact that I met some good mentors and I got the exposure. And this is the thing too. Is with getting the exposure, I got the exposure from my mentors and from my business partners to actually show me where how to go to the next level. But it's funny how our lives now are parallel. It's funny when you start doing the same things that other people do, and you'd be surprised at how your lives start to get parallel. Because what happened, I remember going to first time I went with Abdul and Ron and them around to look at their businesses and their buildings, and I remember going there and I was seeing all the buildings and stuff that they had and how amazed I was that somebody owned that much property and whatnot. I don't own nowhere near as much as they do right now, but I damn sure own a whole lot more I did when I first met them. No, I got quite a bit of property that I paid for cash, and that I'm renovating. And I remember taking the guys this weekend over to look at the new building and stuff, showing them, and they probably felt the same way I did when I first met Abdul and Ron and them, seeing what they're doing and they seeing the buildings and stuff I currently have. And I remember, about a month ago, you remember I done the video. I had my building and I had a young lady living in the van behind my building. And Lord, I go to my old business where Abdul and Ron and them still run. And look what they got. They got a guy living in a van exactly the same way I had, the exact same problems that I had, they got too. And that's what happened. Your lives start to get parallel because y'all doing the same thing. And that let me, and those little things like that are things that I look at as road signs to let me know that I'm going in the right direction. And it's funny, we're talking, and both of us will be talking about the same thing. Man, I had this homeless guy. He camped out in front of my store. He done moved in. And he'll tell me that. Then I can tell, oh man, I had the same thing happen. This what I've done. Boom, 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 to get them out of there. So that's what happened. Your lives start to get parallel. And a lot of you all lives start to get parallel with mine. Because we had those conversations. We go through the same things. I know what's going on. We start talking, the same things are happening in both in a lot of our lives at the exact same time because we're doing the same thing and you get the same results and you're going to run across these same things. So it's crazy. So when somebody called me and say, hey man, I'm having this happen, I know you're having it happen because it's happening to me at the same time. It's happening to me at the exact same time. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, 89 Dr. Funk. I went in the bank and the lady teller treated me real nice with a smile laugh. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny because they see the accounts with all the money in it. Yeah, it's funny when you go to the bank and they know you. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Sneed? How can we help you? Everybody know you. It's funny when you go to the banks and everybody know you, and then it's going to get to a point when you got different banks and you start going to different banks, especially when you start moving money between the different banks, and you will see the other business owners, and y'all gonna be going to the different, y'all be meeting up at the different banks and stuff all the time, and that gets funny too. Yeah, they got a little networking going on. Fix it. My old accountant got fired because the new accountant caught their mistakes and filing my 2019 taxes, in which the old accountant had me making a loss schedule C when in 6 months I earned 43. Okay, that's good. That's good. Sean C. Why fired because of infidelity. Yeah, he fired him because of that. He fired him because of that. Elgin Washington, hey, how you doing? Enrolled in ABC, learning a lot already. Excited to get to the next level. Okay, we love to see you come up. Who is Chris Hogan? Oh, Chris Hogan. If you look at Dave Ramsey is one of the financial gurus. He have what they call the total money makeover. He teach you how to get out of debt. And he has a brother. Well, he used to have a brother that used to be one of his personalities on there who actually talked. And Chris talked a lot more about the retirement and stuff like that. But anyway, Chris was there and he got fired off of the Dave Ramsey show. All right. Yeah. So like I say, you'd be surprised with this appliance repair, and once you start doing business, our lives start to get parallel and look pretty much the same. And there's another thing too. The young man who was working for me doing the cleaning out the buildings and stuff. He had one of his friends come by there, and he was showing his friend what he was doing. His friend was taking pictures, and I come by, and he tells his friend, he say, "That's Mr. Sneed. He's the guy who owns these buildings, and telling him everything I do." And he was like, "He owns the building. Why he driving a Kia?" So that's the when I got there, that was one of the things they was asking me. Why you drive a Kia? I said, "Well, I drive a Kia every day because it's cheap on gas, and I don't care if I mess it up or anything. It cranks up and go." But that's the reason I don't care about it. I don't care about it. But anyway, I was telling them, they're asking me about getting started in business. Why they're like they want to do something, but they don't have the money to do it. And I was telling them, a business got to be like the turtle and the hare. I need to do a show on this. It's a slow process. It's not nothing fast. It's not going to be something where you're going to be fast and you're going to be you're gonna come into the business and you're going to have everything that you need. You're going to have all the money. You're going to have you're gonna come in and build a business, and overnight you're going to be there. It's a slow process. It's actually slow and boring. If you really want to talk about it, it's fun. It's fun. This is fun building it, but it really gets to be kind of boring. It gets to be a repetition. You're doing the same thing every day in, day out, and that's how you got to do it, because you got to make sure you hit your numbers. And once you find a routine that works, and Slick and I was talking about that today too. Right now, both he said the same thing. He don't found his lick, and he don't found where he needs to be at. And now I'm riding back where I need to be at. I got my business back where I need to be at, and it's just running like a well-oiled machine, just kicking out the cash. Everything is working properly. Ain't no a bunch of phone calls. It's working good, and it gets to a point where it gets boring, because you just constantly, the number you want to hit, and you just constantly just hitting that number, and it just becomes a day-to-day thing doing it. It's not something where you're gonna be running into some board meeting and you're gonna be cursing somebody out, and you're gonna be like they show on TV. It's nothing like that. It's just something you get up at the same time every day. You doing the exact same things. You're getting off at the same time. It just gets to be a basic. It gets in a routine, and you get in the routine, and you start to get bored, because it's just a steady routine that you're doing all the time. And then it get to a point where your family start to say, if you do the same thing every day, we'll never do anything, because your whole life becomes a routine. what you're doing, everything is planned. Everything becomes planned because you got to hit those numbers and you got to make that business operate the same every day. Every day you got to operate the exact same and keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And so that's what a business looks like. It's not a lot of flash and all that stuff. There's none of that. There's no jumping in and all the jets and all that. It's not. It's none of that stuff that they show. It's just a boring thing that you do every day. And you're doing the same thing day in and day out. And eventually you keep knocking at it. You get your head up, just like Dr. Funk, A9 Dr. Funk, talking about. You just look up one day, you got cash. You look, it's working. Your bank account got cash. You look up one day, you look up, you hired 2 or 3 of your family members. You look up one day, your family is doing okay. You just bring your head up and you realize that you're winning. We are so lucky to be able to do what we're doing. Where every day we don't have to answer to anybody. And we go out there and we can do 4 or 5 stops, make $500 to $800 a day, come back home, spend time with your family. You ain't got to worry about no crazy boss. You ain't got to worry about if you're gonna get laid off next week. All this stuff. It's just fun, and we're so blessed to be in an industry that allows us this lifestyle. And like I say, especially for an African American man, I don't know any job or any business that could be any better. Because like I say, especially for African American men, you can go out there and you get a sense of accomplishment. When you walk out there and something's broken and you fix it when you leave, you get everything from the beginning to the end. You get the customer calling you if you got a COD, when somebody done looked up your business out of the air and call you, and you book the call, you drive to their house, you diagnose the problem, you get your money, you fix it, you come back, you close the call out, and you do it again the next day, and that right there is a sense of pride that you can't. It's a high. It's a drug. It is. It's one of the worst drugs you could ever get, because this drug is a high that you just can't find anywhere else. When you're doing that every day, and then get to a point where you need to do something with your family, and it's not a stressful part. You can just pay for it and take it down. I know it ain't all about the money, but it's good to be able to have the money to do stuff. Like today, like I said, my father needed something, and for me to actually have the time and the money, where they sent me a picture of what somebody had done, and I told my parents, I'll be down there tomorrow morning, I'll fix it for you, and have the time and the finances to make it right. Is a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to do that, and like I say, only appliance repair is the only business I know that can do it. The other businesses, it costs too much money to get started. For me, out the gate, like the ice cream parlor, it costs you $15,000-$20,000 to get an ice cream parlor started. That's bare minimum. That's bare minimum. A lot of people spending $60,000 to $100,000, but bare minimum to get one started, it take you 15 to 20, and most people don't have that much cash to do it, and then once you that's just to get it started. But once you get it started, you ain't gonna be making no $500 a day or anything just getting started. You're gonna be making $100 or $200 a day probably if you're lucky. But appliance repair, for less than I talked to Thanos. He came up yesterday. You saw in the video, and he was telling us all he spent was $125 on his to get his business up and running, and his business done paid for everything now. He hasn't had to come back out of his pocket. I think for me, maybe I spent like $125 to get my business started, and I was off and running. It don't cost you anything else. For less than $200, you can have this business up and running, and in 6 months, people for less than $200 to get your business up and going, you can get your business up and going, and then in less than 6 months, A lot of people are retiring their whole family. You getting a secure job for for your sons and daughters and wives. I don't know where else you can do that. I don't know where else you can do that. All right. Okay. I'm gonna come here. All right. Greg B. Mike, which appliance did it take you the longest to master? For me, believe it or not, back in the days, the washing machine was the hardest I had. That's when we had those old Whirlpool washing machines with wig wags and stuff like that. And you had to actually put a belt on. And putting a belt on a washing machine back in those days, Jesus Christ, that was a nasty job. It was like you changed the transmission in a car. You had to brake dust all over you. You had to go across. You had to go to the back. And you had to go to the front. Then you had to actually you had to have a hammer and hit the transmission to tighten it up. And then you had these little plungers on the wig wag that would actually go. You had to have a saw. You had to have a hand saw and cutter. It was those washing machines, those old wig wag washing machines and stuff was the hardest. Back then, refrigeration was easy because there weren't no electronic devices back then. There wasn't no electronic control board in the refrigerator. You just had a manual defrost timer. You stuck a screwdriver in it and turned it, and you had a defrost heater and you had the defrost thermostat. That was and the fan. There wasn't none of that fancy stuff they have now. Very few people had ice and water in the door. They had just a regular ice maker in the top. So when I first got started, so refrigerators were easy. Dryers ain't changed much in the last 20, 30 years. So dryers was easy. It was that washing machine, man. That washing machine would give you fits. And it was a bear. And I mean, it was a workout. You had to climb behind it. You had to climb in the front and get up under it. It was a workout to work on those old washing machines. So those old washing machines back in the days, what gave me the biggest fit. Right now, I don't know. Maybe starting off, maybe refrigerators would probably throw more people because not only do you have to worry about the refrigerator, and back then there wasn't no dual only Sub Zeros had two evaporators, but they had two separate systems. There's two different refrigerators. They had two compressors and two evaporators, two condensers. They want none of this stuff where you have a three-way valve and all that stuff. So the refrigerators now got to be a lot more complicated. And you got all these water valves. You got somebody got coffee makers on them. You got TVs on the front of them. You want no electronics. Uh, Mike, back in the day, how do you figure out how to take apart an appliance you've never seen before? Oh, back in the day. That's why everybody. That's why a lot of people say back in the day. A lot of people who started back in the day, they say you need to work with somebody prior to going into business or doing it for yourself. Because you just had to be mechanically inclined to know how to take them. Just know how something comes apart. You would look at it and you would pull on something and see if what gives and what don't give. You just have to be mechanically inclined, and a lot of times you have to work with somebody, let them make the mistakes at their business, and they had the money to fix it, and then you come back behind them and they teach you. It wasn't no third party warranty companies back then. No, all the people who had warranties were Sears. Sears had where you can buy warranty on your appliances. So if you worked at Sears, they were the only ones that had warranty. But there wasn't no American Home Shields and none of that stuff back then. You had to master the trade before you actually went out on your own. A lot of people think it's the same way. Now, with the technology and all the manuals and stuff they put out, you can learn anything. Matter of fact, you can learn how to do a knee replacement on YouTube. But yeah, you just had to do it. And then we used to have. I can see if I can find my old magazines. We used to have a magazine that came out that said called Appliance Service News. It came out once a month. And once a month, they would have like a new appliance. They'll show you how to take it apart and how to diagnose it and stuff like that. But that was it. That's all you got. There was a little thin magazine that a family used to write, and Dean Landers used to have a section in it. Mike Stacks had a section in it. Paul McDonald had a section in it. And you had different people who would actually add in and write and stuff. But that was all you had was Appliance Service News. And you look forward to that when that came. Okay, Bobby Yak. Hey, how you doing? I've been doing some scrapping to make some extra money to fund my trading account. My brother does some appliance repair, has lots of scrap, and has a lot of scrap sometimes. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's a great way to get going. Um, Dan Young. Hey, what's up, Mike and ABC fam? Can you touch on establishing a relationship with the Chamber of Commerce when you own a business? Yeah, Chamber of Commerce is good. Matter of fact, I'm in the Chamber of Commerce. Not I'm in the chamber not so much for the appliance repair. I'm in chamber mainly for the ice cream parlor. Um, that's mainly what I'm in the chamber for. But the chamber is good. Once you get to a point where you can start to go to the actual meetings and stuff like that, and you got time, you actually running your business, it's a good thing to get into the chamber and go to those meetings. You start to meet the politicians, you meet the mayors, you meet the movers and shakers, you meet the people who actually make the decision on where the town is going. Um, I'm like I say, I'm on there. I'm on the economic and planning board for the town, and you get to find out things that they're doing. Like one thing that I'll tell you this because it's no secret. You find out like they're gonna have like a new they're gonna make a new high speed rail right here in Selma, right behind the appliance boot camp is the actual train station. You can walk, not even a half a block. You walk to the train station. But anyway, they're gonna make a high speed rail where you can go from here to Raleigh and eventually go to Charlotte and go to Augusta and go to Miami. You probably heard Dr. Boyce Watkins and Dr. Claude Anderson talking about this the other day on their broadcast. Well, anyway, that's what we've been talking about that, and I've known about that for almost. We've been in the talks for 6 months to a year. I've known about that, but I heard Dr. Boyce and Dr. Claude Anderson this weekend talking about African Americans need to know about that. But anyway, I tell my investment group, hey, yo, they thinking about doing a high speed rail. They're gonna do a high speed rail from here to Raleigh and from here to Charlotte and all that stuff. So that's a game changer. So what's happened now? You can come down here, drive. If you live here, you could drive here to the train station, hop on the train. In 2 hours, you could be in Charlotte and you could be at the Panthers football game. Get back on the train in 2 hours, you're back home and you're good. So people can start doing that, and it connect you to Charlotte and stuff, and something where people can make that a day trip to go there because of how fast it's going to be going. Well, when you find that out, now you know people are going to be coming here. You know people are going to need somewhere to park. So that's why my investment group is. That's why we came back down here to sell. We said they're going to need somewhere to park and stuff like that. So you start looking for land close by that train station where you start buying it and you hold on to it. So once it does hit, you go and you push the houses down and stuff. You turn it into a parking lot and say, hey, you can park and ride. You can park your car here. You have this little thing, a little meter thing where you put your card in and they put a little sticker in your window that says paid. If you don't pay, you just pay some tow truck guy to just come through every so often and tow them out of there. And so you do that. So that's the things you do when you get into the chamber. You can then start looking to see what they're doing 10, 15 years from now, and you can start positioning yourself to make money off of that. So that's why you go in the chamber to get stuff like that done. All right, Elgin Washington. Do you have any books you recommend? Somebody asked me that this weekend. I gave the books I recommend that everybody should read. I think you should read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. These books everybody pretty much have read or should have read, especially if you're in business. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, Richest Man in Babylon, The E-Myth. You also need to read if you're African American. I think you should read Up from Slavery, Souls of Black Folks, and you should read Message to the People by Marcus Garvey. So those are the starter books. But once you start getting into business and you start listening to more business stuff, you'll notice people will start saying books, and people start saying common books that everybody read, and you just start to do that. But those right there are the staple books that just about every entrepreneur has read. and you go there. Okay, yeah, that's A9 Dr. Funk. Yeah, the E-Myth is a great business book, System and Process. Yeah, yep. Everybody say E-Myth is on point. Yep. No, no, I'm here for the Jets. Okay, there you go. Okay, man, we got a lot of people in here. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Justin Jarosky. Hell, even a white man, that pride and sense of accomplishment is, as a white man, that pride and sense of accomplishment is important. I'm just starting out and love learning and growing. I've seen such a great family around this appliance repair. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, it is. And see, that's something that Henry Ford used to actually require his workers to do. He wanted them to actually plant a garden. Because what happened when they started the manufacturing plant, people just got to a point they didn't see the whole process of anything from beginning to end, from beginning to completion. So if you were working in the manufacturing plant, all you were doing is tightening up a belt all day. You never saw the whole process of building the car. So men lost that sense of accomplishment or having ownership. As I was talking, I got to go back to Slick because Slick talked to me for an hour before I got here. He's still in my head. But that sense of accomplishment and ownership, owning something from the beginning of the process to the end, because that's one of the things we were talking about. He was trying to get his subs to know that once they touch that appliance, they own that appliance from the beginning to the end. And sometimes your subs, when it's something that they necessarily don't want to do, they find a way to get out of not doing that repair. And that's something we were talking about. But anyway, that's what Henry Ford wanted people to see, something where you own it from the beginning to the end of the process. You get the sense of accomplishment. So he would require his people in his plant to actually plant gardens, so they can plant the seed, see it grow, then eat the food and all that stuff, and they got a sense of accomplishment. That right there has been missing so much from men, that you don't own anything. You don't have no ownership in nothing. You can walk away from something if you want to, but if you can't walk away from that appliance. No, you can't do it. I understand what you're saying. 100% facts. This is the first sense of brotherhood and also our family since I've been retired from the military. Okay, way to go. There you go. I appreciate that. All right, they got some networking. Okay, there you go. A9 Dr. Funk. He's learning how to check from the control board. Okay. I was telling, there you go with Slick again. Good Lord. I was telling Slick that today. I got videos or two I'm going to be releasing this week about checking from the board. Hey, how you doing, Floyd? Down there in Texas. All right. Jeter's channel. Hey, ABC fam. Hey, how you doing, Jaden? And thank you for your service, Mr. Justin. All of the all of the veterans that we have in here. Good Tech. Hey, how you doing, Good Tech? Good evening, fam. Okay. DCNF. It's Mailbox Monday. Hey, let me show y'all. Where's my Mailbox Monday? Yeah, it is Mailbox Money. I got mine in the mailbox, and then I came back today, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me count them. They stuck together. 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 8 checks laying on my desk. One of my sons came through and dropped. He came through to grab something from out of here. He just dropped them off and had them on my desk. So yeah, that's a great feeling. This mailbox money. I love direct deposit, but to get that check, man, sometimes it's good. Okay, Justin just started email. Thanks for recommending the book. Yeah, email is good. Uh, oh, thank you, Justin. You all are more of a blessing to me than y'all would ever imagine. Fight Club, yeah, just got me a couple in the mailbox too. Yeah, that's good. That's another thing too, man. Hey, how you doing, Fight World TV? That's another thing. When you go to the mailbox, you pull it in at night, and you open that mailbox up, and you see one or two checks in there. You be like, man, that's a great feeling. No, I think no, just think all this stuff that everybody's talking about, this what they call it, these stimulus checks and the stimmy and all that. We get to experience that several times a day, every day. And just think, we get everybody that high, everybody getting the way they acting, and we get that every day. We get that every day, several times a day. We get that stimulus check coming in, and that's a great feeling. You open up that mailbox and just open it up and see what the check is. You know, a lot of them, like here, there's 137, 140, 131, 131. 85, 189. It's not 111. It's not a lot, but they add up. But then every once in a while, you open one up and it'd be 25 or 1800. Man, that's a great feeling when you get one or two of those in there. When they done held back a while, you kind of forgot about it. You know that they owe you money, but your mind kind of you making money, so you good on it. And then all of a sudden you go there and you get a whole nest egg. It's like you found like the Easter egg hunts coming up. You found the nest, and you get one for 18, 25, maybe 3,000. Man, that feels good. That feels good. Especially the next morning after you go deposit it. The next morning you get to bust it up and break it down to the 5 banking accounts. Man, that's a great feeling. Okay, Gravy, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is my favorite books. I get something from it every time I read. Yeah, no, a lot of my books, I read them every year. I have to, that list, I have to read them every year. I have to read them every year. And like you say, you'll always find something new and something that you can apply to your life from it. It's good. It is. Those books are staples that you need to read. And a lot of times, a lot of entrepreneurs, when they start to talk to you, they'll reference those books. So it's good to be able to read them and to be on the same wavelength as people, other entrepreneurs that you're talking. But now it's getting close to 9 o'clock, and like I say, the young lady, I told her going forward, I will actually respect her time. So, the guy this weekend, he wanted to know what I meant when I said that. I had a young lady that came with her husband to the Appliance boot camp, and her husband actually he works like second shift. I think he works second shift. Either no, he either works second shift or third shift. Well, anyway, he gets up and he watches the show before he has to go to work, and and spend time with her. So he sleeps during the day, and then he get ready to go in at night. I think have to be in about 10 o'clock or so. But before he get ready to go in, he watches the show live, and she wants to spend more time with him. But I don't respect her time, and I go over, and I talk over past 9 o'clock. She gets mad because he won't talk to her until the show is over. So she said I need to respect people's time and get off at 9. So I told her, she really got on me about it. So I told her from now on I'm gonna respect her time so she can get the time with her husband. So before he goes to work, so he'll have an hour to spend with her. I'm not interfering with their time. So that's what that's about. And I said I'm gonna respect her time because she really got on me. And I told her from now on, okay, I'm gonna respect her time. But like I say, if you hadn't already, please go sign up for the Appliance Bootcamp. If you're doing live event, the live event right now we got it on sale for 1,500. The next live event we're gonna have is gonna be in April. You can get those. I haven't scheduled any in May. I've talked to several people who might plan something later on this year, really big. So before I do any more hands-on and get that plan, I'm gonna actually sit down and talk to some people and see if that's something. I got something big I would like to put together. But if not the hands-on, you can get on and you can get in as little as $99 a month. $99 a month will get you the online, and from that online, it's everything you need to start your business. Like I say, the guys that are coming up here, y'all see it every day in the Facebook group. I don't have to keep telling you all. Y'all see everybody there. They're actually putting their business together, hiring their families, um, um, retiring their wives, their kids are watching them work a business where the kids now are coming back and asking for employment, asking their parents can they work for them, and it's good. It's not something that we're doing. It's not no quick hustle or just on fly by night thing. Um, this thing right here is something that we're building generational wealth. And people are we're having real business. This is real business, and we're having real business meetings. We're like I said, this weekend I was talking to the guy, and he was telling us about the meetings that they have. They have actual meetings, just like if they're in corporate America, and even though they family, he had to. I don't mind. I don't think he mind me telling you, but his sons done. He told his sons and them what they needed to do for he had reprimanded them one time about something, and they continued to do it. So he suspended them. He actually suspended them from work. So for a week he suspended them, and he said he caught HELL because he had to go do both of their service calls. He said it punished him just as bad, but he got the point across. When he told them, hey, just because your mom and dad own the business, you still got to follow the rules and regulations here, or else we're going to fire you. And he suspended them. They couldn't work for a week, but he got his point across, and they realized that. And that's the stuff that you hear that and you be like, man, this right here is something that like I say, it's a movement where they sit there and want something just fly by night. He put the law down, say, hey, this is our business, and if I tell you to operate this way, because I'm the business owner, you operate this way. And if not, he suspended them. And I've done that in the past too, where I've had to I had to lay the hammer down on family members and stuff. And like I say, it's a real business that we're running. It's not you working for your Uncle Leroy and you just gonna show up one day just hold a ladder for him and he give you $5 or $10 to buy you a pack of nabs. No, it's a real business. The other guy said, same thing. He tried to get his cousin or his nephew or somebody to come work with him. He was cleaning up some dryer vents, and he go pick up his cousin, and his cousin got on flip flops and basketball shorts and all that. Like he just going thinking it's like his Uncle Leroy, just going. I'm gonna go hold the ladder or do a little bit of something, make me $10 or $15. And no, and he wasn't called. No, he trying. He got an image he trying to hold. And the guy want to get on the roof with flip flops and stuff. And he tells him he can't do it. No, because this is a real business that we're putting together. And the pride that you all have with y'all business. Man, y'all show up with y'all uniforms and stuff on, and to see the pride that y'all have and how nice y'all look in y'all uniforms. Every time I see you all, y'all got something with y'all logos and stuff on it. I love seeing that. And to see the pride and stuff that you all have. Man, this right here is really, really good. So once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you hadn't already, purchase some of that popcorn. We'll ship it to you. And if you hadn't already, get into Appliance Bootcamp and join this brotherhood and this family that we have going on. And like I say, everybody here is just so happy to see everybody winning. There's no hatred here. Everybody is just glad that everybody's here. And the alumni and the people come here and talk. I want to thank Dennis for running through yesterday, talking to the group. The last one we had, Prince came through and talked to the group. Just everybody that come through and just talk to the group, and the group appreciates that to see you all come through here and to have to come through and have so much pride and to see that genuine concern that they're going to win, and to hear y'all stories and stuff. It motivates everybody. This is a true brotherhood when they see them coming in and having and want to welcome them to the fold. I want to thank everybody for doing that. I don't know what other maybe some other classes do it, but I've looked. I don't see anybody that has the sense of family that you all have. But everybody, and that's one of the things too. The sponsors and stuff that I talk to, and it's just not the appliance boot camp; it's the whole appliance repair field. We are a really small niche that we're operating in, but everybody knows everybody, and the sponsors that come talk to me, that's one of the things that they cannot believe that we're in an industry where everybody knows everybody, and everybody seems to be genuinely happy for everybody, and got everybody. Everybody wants to be doing well, and that's what people not just the appliance boot camp, but the people from TML, from Mike Check, from Samurai, from Fred's Appliance, from Dryer. Everybody willing to help everybody, and everybody knows everybody. And this is good. Social media has really done a great thing of opening bridges up and opening up everybody to this to the skill to the appliance repair, electrical, HVAC, and plumbing. They still got the doors closed, but appliance repair has opened the doors up, and we came in, and I can honestly say that the welcome that we have gotten has been very good. And even though if we disagree from nobody agrees totally with everybody what everybody says, but even if there is slight disagreement, we can talk about it, and no hard feelings. Nobody feels bad or anything. We can talk about it and be done. And that's a great thing too. I like about it too. And no, you can learn from everybody. Everybody's learning from everybody. Once again, thank everybody for watching. I'll see y'all again on Thursday. On Thursday, I'm gonna have a young man on. He has his brother is one of the alumni, and he has a clothing business. So he'll be on Thursday if everything else, if nothing goes wrong, and we're gonna start doing that, reaching out to other people in our network. You got nephews, nieces, brothers or sisters who have businesses and stuff. Tell them to come on if they want to come on and just talk about their business, because you all are actual entrepreneurs and you all know a lot about business now. So they can come on, and they can, if they got questions and stuff and got concerns about getting out there doing their business. We might not know their business, but we know now the basic principles of business, how you get started, and getting over the scariness of starting your business and stuff. We all know that, and we can give them input and give them encouragement. So they don't necessarily have to have a huge business and going out here and doing major things. We want to encourage people when they are first starting off, because that's when you really need the encouragement. I don't need the encouragement now. 20 years in, and I'm okay, and somebody talking to me now about business and stuff, and don't bother me now. I don't need no encouragement now. I ain't got to listen to them, because I got proof. But when you first starting off, you need that encouragement, and a lot of times we wait for people to actually to wait for them. The hard work is done, and they already have done everything. Then we want to go give them the encouragement and pat them on the back. A lot of times we need when you first starting off and you hitting those rocky parts, and you don't know if you're gonna have the money to do this, and your spouses and friends is talking crazy to you. You need to be around some people who can actually encourage you. Say, yeah, man, you're doing the right thing. Same thing. I went through the same thing that you're going through. Just to know that you're going through this, those road markers that they're seeing, the same thing that you all saw, and you all went past it and persevered, and you all got to the other side, and it was better. Because that's when you need the real encouragement. So if somebody that would like to come on and just talk about it, we'd like to get them on, and let you all help them with their business, and give them some input, because that's the way it's supposed to be. We are the actual entrepreneurs. We the business owners. We're supposed to be now helping other people in the community start their business. Even though we seem to think that our businesses is not nothing major going on, but it is very major. What we're doing, what you all are doing, less than 1% of the people in America, in the whole world, can do. less than 1% of people in the whole world can actually do what you are doing. You all have made it through the first year. You know, what over 80%, 8 out of 10 businesses that start, they fail within the first year, and then the second year, I think 90% fail the second year. You all have made it past that first year. That's major that you all have made it past the first year and are growing and adding on people. So that you all are doing an excellent job, and it is to be commended. And you all need to. You all are now in a place where y'all do have authority, because you can tell somebody now. I've been doing this thing a year. Most eight people out of 10 who try this don't make it a year, and you all don't quit your jobs. Uh, you know, you hear everything. Everybody say you go into business, don't expect to make no money for 5 years. You all are making money. You know, coming out the gate, you all are making money to the point where you walking away from jobs and supposedly good careers. So you all can actually talk to people and give them encouragement and stuff. And you all are great business men, y'all and women. You all are constantly studying. You learning business. You learning marketing. You learning psychodemographics, customers and stuff. You all are looking at numbers, so you all can actually tell somebody how to get the business straight. So we need to get to the point where we actually are now going out there and helping the people coming behind us. We don't cut the trail. Now we got to go back and usher these people in and start helping them get through. Because we do have stuff that knowledge that they can use. And even though we might not have 20 or 30 people, but you all are running a business and paying your bills and staying afloat. That's a lot more than other people. So we'll go down and start helping those people. And like I say, if you got somebody who would like to get on, just email me, and I get them on, and we can talk to them, and we'll give them advice, encouragement, and give them advice to keep them moving. Um, like I said, once again, thank y'all for watching, and I'll talk to you all on Thursday.